Hello YouTube, it's me Elsa again. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Now, I am basically wanting to tell you guys an experience I had at a job that I used to work to. In this job, it was more male workers than it was women workers. And I'll say it was probably about 4 female workers and about 30 male workers at the specific Doral, Florida location. Now, I do want to basically let you guys know that at this specific work site, I was probably working there for, I'd say, about a year. I was one of the first workers because this location was like, this was a different but new location. The company wasn't new, but the location was new. And at this job location, I remember experiencing sexual harassment on the work sites. One time I had one of the pike workers walk up to me. At this job, we would work with certified flaggers and stuff like that. And we would work with stop and slow paddles and stuff and allow the pike workers to drop the cranes in the ground or whatever. But we would have to stop the traffic. It was a very dangerous job. And it was basically called AWP. And with the pike worker at this specific date, I was working with one of my coworkers. We were contracted with Pike, actually. One of my workers was being very fresh. She was actually best friends with the foreman. Not best friends, but good friends with the foreman. And the foreman would flirt with me, but not to the extent where one day I was actually dealing with the stop and slow paddle. And the pike worker, the former worker, got out of the pickup truck. And, he went from flirting and jiving with me to actually taking the walkie-talkie and grazing it on my butt. And I reported that to the director at Area Wide Protective. I also called corporate and told them what happened. That was overlooked. I also explained them that the worker, my coworker, told me that in order to get on the next contract and to be able to generate hours, I would have to sleep with him. And he said it as if it was a joke, but I didn't take it lightly. Also, the first person I worked with, he's actually I think he's the general manager at the moment. I'm not sure today, but it's a different company. It's a different name. It's not AWP anymore. This one here was driving, and this coworker was driving. He was one of the first ones. And see, me, I'm not the type. I don't fit in with the girl that was there. I had actually a friend, and we fell out. Actually a coworker. We fell out because our energies didn't match. She wanted to sleep around, and it was actually, she slept around with one of the guys who was crushing me. But see, I was married at the time, and I just let it be known that I was married. And I had a lot of legal issues going on, and my husband was facing prison and stuff. My ex-husband was facing prison and stuff, basically jail time. So it was a lot of stuff on my plate at the time at AWP, and I didn't give those guys any attention. I went there and did a better job than the guys that was there, and I always got bonuses. I always got achievements every safety meeting, because my work zones was never we never got in an accident. Arrow boards never broke out. On top of that, safety was very important, especially when it comes to FDOTs checking out the work zone, making sure everything is copacetic. It's not a mess, because you can get fined for that. So I took my work very seriously. But they thought they could try me in a sexual way. And they had another thing coming. A couple of guys had crushes on me, but it wasn't that severe where they would touch my butt and tell me, hey, you got to sleep with me in order to have a contract continuously. It was times where in a week I would make 80 hours. I would work very hard. And I later on did a grievance and about me feeling uncomfortable with the workers, and I would take certain tests and exams to be able to have my own work crew. But the fact that I was so outspoken, it wasn't, I passed the test, but it wasn't like everybody else that started after me got a position in their own crew and they were comfortable. I'm talking about women that started way after me. Like, they probably was at the work site for 3 months and I was there for a year, and they already got their own truck and their own female crew and male crew. So I was waiting on that time to come. And I'm the only honest worker there, and yet and still I'm being bullied and sexually harassed. And I told one of the workers that was there, not the workers, one of the studs, she was actually a manager at the time. I told him, like, I feel uncomfortable. And what's what? And she was like, you know what? I'm going to write you up. And by the time I realized and was able to explain to her what was going on, it was as if I was the problem. And, I just wanted it to be a fair workplace. I told her, I say, I basically called corporate. I'm like, hey, do you know Amber is trying to get rid of me? And she was like, they were, because I was always honest to corporate, letting them know what was going on. And later on down the line, I had to find an attorney and later on sue them. There was a settlement later on down the line, because again, at the time I was kind of rushing the process when it came to my attorney, and I needed the finances, especially being out of work. And my children's father, which was my ex-husband, being out on bond, it was a lot of legal things and things, steps piling up. So I basically said I'll go ahead and take a small settlement. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I know I look a little rough, excuse me. I still love me and I still feel beautiful inside and out. I'm about to go to bed. I already took a bath, did everything, had me a nice coffee, and I didn't even gel my hair down. I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And thank you for always tuning in. Take care. See you soon.